What's going on, you guys? So, check it right. About a week ago, we touched on how Zoocci alluded to finally dropping new music, as he's willing to hold the owl as long as the people get the art. And the thing about Zoocci is that his situation not only affected his own career as an artist, but it seemingly affected other individuals like 25K and Diamonds, who haven't dropped any solo music since this debacle. Now, because of that, I guess it prompted Vaughn to come out and subliminally break down Zoocci's character, where he came out to say, losers love having problems, it's their favorite thing to do. Everything must be a problem. Losers like to live in the problems they create and then try to convince everyone else to share the problem with them. Don't be a loser. Now, I'm just speculating here, but just going off what Vaughn said, I see it as him saying that the situation that Zoocci is in at the moment, while he created it himself and is having to deal with those consequences, and the reason I feel as if it's directed towards him is because Zoocci stated that he'll hold the out so the people get the art, which would mean he is technically the loser in this situation. And I mean, the only way I see him having to compromise on his values is by him having to reach a settlement with the people he doesn't want to be associated with. Now, despite him feeling like Stay Low was in the wrong, with him stating that they faked his signature, allowing them to take all his publishing, while he made the decision to not drop new music, which made matters worse because he left a lot of fans deprived of getting the arts. And with him making that decision, as I said earlier, other artists like 25K and Diamonds haven't dropped music either, whether they followed Zoocci voluntarily or not. And I guess that speaks to what Vaughn was saying when he mentioned that losers try to convince everyone to share their problems. And you know what's crazy? There might be some validity to what Vaughn said. I mean, just recently, we've seen Marcus Harvey sign to Stay Low and drop his sophomore album under them. And I can imagine that conversations with Zoocci prior to Marcus signing to the label couldn't have been easy because the two artists were seen a lot together in the studio working on music. So I guess when Zoocci found out that Marcus would be joining the label, while that must have soured the relationship between them since they don't follow each other anymore. I mean, from my point of view, Zoocci comes off as an individual who places a lot of value on loyalty. And I can imagine that throughout all the studio sessions he shared with Marcus, while he must have shared his transgressions with him that he has with Stay Low, expecting him to either sympathize or understand his situation and ultimately side with him and not the label, which obviously didn't happen. Now, it's clear that Zoocci and Vaughn don't like each other. I mean, forget all the IG posts where Zoocci is subliminally taking shots at Vaughn. He has 2 whole records with Current State of Mind 5 and Zulu's Revenge just going at the label executive. And with Vaughn taking the same approach with this post, while I don't ever see these two reaching a mutual understanding on a personal level, but that's secondary if it means that they reach a settlement on a business level, allowing for the music to finally be released. But I mean, that might be the case since we have 25K announcing that his sophomore album, Loyal to the Plug, is set to release this year. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences. I just find it telling that as soon as Zoocci makes a post about giving the art to the people, we now have one of his artists announcing his long-awaited album. But hey, maybe I'm looking too deep into things that aren't there, but you guys will let me know. But with that said, do you think Vaughn was referring to Zoocci with his post? And are you excited for a new 25K album? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.